play, and it's the Browns in control of the football. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's second down. 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And yeah, I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. They've got to be saying, boy, thanks for this field position.
Yeah, remember their last drive in which they scored a touchdown. That one also began in excellent field position. So let's see if they can capitalize a second time.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And the Steelers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Najee Harris
with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter.
And the Steelers lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And it's now 14-0. Scoring summary, 3-play drive.
And it was Najee Harris who finished it off with a touchdown run. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away.
Here's Jarvis Landry now on the return.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they...
Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd.
Well, you're already up a couple of scores here in the first half defensively, and Charles, they just seem to be playing really free on that side of the football.
I love the observation because with that type of a lead, they feel like they can take a few more chances and be even more aggressive, and it's been paying off for them so far this game.
Takes this one up past the 20 after he's able to make a man miss.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion, but I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first 2 possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
That's pulled in at the 32. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Well, this defense for the Browns, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I'd have to say a very solid performance.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Rodgers. And he fires one incomplete.
Well, so far on this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Out to his left. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Johnson. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the 1st, right around the 42. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
Obviously, they didn't get everything they wanted on that completion, but they put themselves in a spot where you've got to at least think about going for it. I know where we are on the field, but still, you've got to think about it, don't you?
And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. A big breakdown defensively there on the fake punt. Turns into a huge play and a 1st down. Rodgers going to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Off by John Johnson.
He exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off.
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he will double the space they have to work with as they take it from the 2 to the 4. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Handoff comes to Chubb. And they're able to corral him right around the 8, and that's short of the 1st down. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And he'll take it just outside the 40. We'll call that a 47-yard punt, a return of just 3. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Trying to shake off the interception. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Jadeveon Clowney just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Rodgers. Now he'll let it go deep right side. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On the move to his left. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down.
So pass interference to call. That's going to set him up with a first down.
And if it's a bang-bang play, maybe the flag stays in the official's pocket, but instead, he definitely impeded the receiver's right to catch the football. The officials letting the players know how the game's going to be called here in the first quarter.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Throwing is Rodgers. Rolling to his left. Open man is Johnson. Touchdown Steelers. Deontay Johnson there to make the grab. And the Steelers continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
The Browns drive about to get started. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And he'll take a shot here for Hooper downfield.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big connection on that one. 32 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Mayfield.
A high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
That was well played, but that's also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
On 2nd and 10, Mayfield. It's caught over the middle. Hooper. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 29-yard line. Now a first carry for their fullback. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
They've definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
On 2nd and a couple, Mayfield, and he's got the hook up to Landry. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A first red zone opportunity for the Browns thus far. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9. On the give, this is their fullback. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. To throw, Mayfield. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And the Steelers are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Myles Garrett. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Steps away. Now a leaping catch. He's got it. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Rodgers' throw complete to Freiermuth.
And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. Two first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers.
Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Pat Freiermuth.
52 yards.
And the Steelers are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that makes the score 28-0.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Throwing, Mayfield. Then he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
A give to the fullback on the dive. And he's going to be stopped short of a first down as they'll get to him at about the 33. And, oh, this is Beckham remaining down on the ground. And apparently in some pain. While the training staff works On him, we'll step aside and be right back. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by at Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback rolling left and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Mayfield now from the 50. And here is a leaping catch. He pulled it in. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Mayfield off the play fake. Going up top. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. To throw on 2nd and 10. Mayfield. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. They had quite a hole to dig out of there on 3rd and long. Not able to get the first, but a pretty good size run.
A really good run, but how much confidence do you have in your next play call that you can sell to the head coach? Let's go get it on 4th down. Do you really have a play you believe in, or are you just hopeful? And you got to sell it to the big man before it gets called. Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup, as we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. This, the first of 4 divisional round matchups coming up this weekend. We'll get back out to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's take a look ahead to tomorrow's other divisional round games in the AFC. And it looks like a good one, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals doing battle with the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, in our game, we've got 1 half remaining to find out who goes on to the AFC title game. And to bring it all...
Win or go home, that's the name of the game. And we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. Taken in at the 3. And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. And that often runs you into a penalty.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw complete there to Johnson. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
Now he'll throw deep left side, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. On the give, this is Harris. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And this is going to be a Steelers first down as the tackle made at the 35-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. He's picked off near his own 48, and he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Well, pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well, so where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one. Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
A first down throw for Mayfield. Touchdown, Browns. Jarvis Landry from 21 yards away. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. No problem there on the extra point. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Pittsburgh offense making their way back out. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. He takes this from the 30 to the 34. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now a play fake. Rodgers rolling to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Rodgers now to throw. Steps away to his left. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Rodgers to throw once more. He'll buy some time right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
In the red zone, precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit, gonna be
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Oh, and this turns into a mess as it's intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. There he goes, right side. He's at the 40, 20, 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. Well, I'm going to go out on a limb and say that might be his last pass in the NFL, because when you throw an interception, especially a pick six as a kicker, CD, I don't know that you recover from that one.
You got to remember one thing. My vintage takes me back to shades of Garo Yepremian against Washington in Super Bowl VII. Yeah, folks, I would tell you to do an encyclopedia search, but actually nowadays you do an internet search. Check that one out. And that was at least off of a block kick. This was a design throw. Results the same, though. Interception, 6 points going the other way. Hello, Mike Bass. Remember you?
The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit, but maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. On play action. Now Rodgers.
For left side, caught by the tight end, Freiermuth.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Pat Freiermuth.
His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead.
McPherson on for the point after.
And he's been a busy man. 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland.
I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
A nice looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now Chubb running right. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And he's got his man on the crossing route. That's Landry. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile.
And he is going to have a Browns first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And again, they'll go right back to their fullback.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. 2nd and 10 here as we sit in the 3rd quarter of this divisional round matchup.
Mayfield. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Mayfield on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mayfield. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Well, they've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee?
And that's on the guard, Wyatt Teller. Mayfield looks to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 10. Mayfield with it once more. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Stephon Tuitt providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. It's caught by Hooper. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. They'll start on the ground with Harris. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On 2nd and very short, Rodgers. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. It'll be a loss of only a couple on the sack, but now it'll bring up 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Harris. And he will have the 1st down as he's up to his 17-yard line.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 91 yards rushing for him now in the ball game as he is trying to will his guys to the championship round next weekend. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Working with a 2nd and 3. To throw, it's Rodgers. Flushed out right. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 30. They're going to hurry back to the line now. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard. To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers escaping the pressure right. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And that is incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And it's a fake. He's going to throw it. And this one will not work out. It is incomplete. It would have been a long field goal. The fake doesn't work out. And this Browns defense stands tall. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. Now an inside draw. This is their fullback. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
I know a lot of times we like to put players in certain boxes. He does this and he does that. But this guy, he can do a little bit of everything. He's not just a lead blocker or a guy who protects the passer. Handing the ball, he might want to get out of the way.
And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack. And it is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning.
So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Now a throw out to his fullback is complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be a third and about 13. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Rodgers throwing here. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, it's been a little bit of feast or famine because he's thrown for decent yardage, and obviously they've got the lead, Charles, but now he's been sacked 4 times.
And what I'm focusing on is his toughness in the pocket. Because you mentioned the feast or famine part, he's played well in between being dumped on his back. But every time he's had a chance to throw the football, he's been impressive.
On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Then his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 16. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough.
And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. Picked off by Cameron Sutton. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. So now it appears they're going to accept the penalty, which means take away the interception. Also means keep your defense on the field. Don't understand this one bit. Looking left side, he's got it complete. And coughed it up, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. And they're moving on to the conference championship. How about this?
What a tremendous feeling to get to the game that can get you to the Super Bowl. A fantastic season. Unfortunately, for the other team, a tough way for it to end.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Steelers are winners as we say so long from Heinz Field.